$22.5 billion. Yeah, with a B. That is the absolutely staggering amount of unclaimed property currently sitting, right this very second, in the Colorado State Vault. We're talking about a massive pool of lost assets here, and a huge chunk of it comes from forgotten insurance policies. But you know what's even crazier? The average individual claim is $918. So could some of that actually be yours? Let's find out. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds a little too good to be true, right? Like some sort of late-night infomercial. But Colorado State Treasurer Dave Young actually wants you to know something. He says the Treasury is actually giving you money. It's your money. It's money you've been separated from. Listen, this is definitely not a scam, and it's not some weird gimmick. This is rightfully your money, or potentially the money of a deceased loved one. And it's literally just sitting there, waiting to be claimed. So welcome to this explainer. Today, we are basically handing you a treasure map. We're going to navigate the exact systems, the tools, and the advanced strategies you'll need to find and reclaim your lost insurance assets in the state of Colorado. All right, let's dive right into this. Here's a quick look at our agenda. We'll uncover this billion-dollar secret, define what unclaimed insurance actually is, and walk through how to start your Colorado search. After that, we'll hit some advanced search strategies, tackle common claim challenges, and finally show you exactly how to take action. Section 1, the billion-dollar secret. Section 2, what is unclaimed insurance? Okay, so every single year, insurance companies transfer millions of dollars in forgotten assets straight to the Colorado Department of the Treasury. This happens when they simply can't find the original owners. It's basically this massive, bureaucratic lost and found box. But what exactly is unclaimed insurance, and how does a super valuable financial safety net just get forgotten?
To put this into perspective, let's bring in Colorado Insurance Commissioner Michael Conway. He makes a really great point here. He notes, unlike health, home, or auto insurance, life insurance isn't something people manage every year. It's easier to forget the details, lose track of the paperwork, or neglect to share the necessary information with loved ones. And he hit the nail on the head. When a loved one passes away, the beneficiaries might not even know a policy ever existed.
So the trick here is knowing what you're actually looking for. Unclaimed insurance money isn't just one specific thing. It's a whole mix. We're talking mature life insurance policies where the payout just never got triggered, or uncashed premium dividend checks that got totally lost in the mail. It also includes annuity distributions and this thing called demutualization benefits, which is just a fancy way of saying an insurance company went public, issued shares or cash to policyholders, and then completely lost contact with them. Now keep in mind, these funds do not just magically teleport to the state vault overnight. First, they have to go through what's called a dormancy period. Here in Colorado, that's typically a 3 to 5 year window of complete and total inactivity. During this time, the insurance company is actually legally required to try and track down the owner. But if they fail, the law says they have to report those funds as abandoned. And that brings us to escheatment. Sounds super complicated, but it's just the legal process of turning those abandoned funds over to the state. But here is the absolutely crucial part you need to understand. The state does not take ownership of your money. No way. They just act as a permanent custodian. They hold it in perpetuity, which means there is literally no time limit for you or your heirs to claim what's yours. Section 3. Starting your Colorado search. All right, let's actually find this money. It is incredibly straightforward, thanks to the great Colorado Payback Program. Step 1. You're going to visit their official secure website at unclaimedproperty.colorado.gov. Step 2, type in your name. And hey, quick tip, definitely check former names or maiden names while you're at it, along with your city and zip code. Step 3, review the results. If you see a match, just click to claim it. The whole thing is fast, completely secure, and totally free. Seriously, never ever pay a third party to do this initial search for you. Okay, get this. Fun fact for you. The state has actually gotten super proactive about this lately. In a recent campaign, the Great Colorado Payback Program returned over $8 million to claimants completely automatically, like without anyone having to file a single piece of paperwork. The state just cross-referenced their data and mailed out the checks. So if you ever check your mail and find one of those official checks, it's real. You can literally take it to the bank and deposit it immediately. Section 4, Advanced Search Strategies. Okay, but what if you check the state website and find absolutely nothing, even though you are 100% certain your deceased parent or grandparent had a policy? Well, it's time to dig a little deeper. Think of this like a timeline. There are really two phases for lost money. If the money has already been surrendered to the state, meaning it's post-escheatment, you use the Great Colorado Payback database we just talked about. But if a policyholder recently passed away and that dormancy period hasn't ended yet, the money is still in the pre-escheatment phase. It's just sitting with the insurance company. For that scenario, you're going to need a totally different tool, the NAIC Life Insurance Policy Locator. Enter the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, or NAIC. They built this phenomenal, completely free tool to solve this exact problem. Honestly, it's a game changer. In its first year alone, this tool matched over $5.6 million to Coloradans. Here's how you use it. Step 1, go to NAIC.org and hit the Consumer tab. Step 2, create a secure account. Step 3, enter the deceased information directly from their official death certificate. And Step 4, you just wait. Participating insurance companies have up to 90 days to comb through their private databases. If they find a match and you're the beneficiary, they will reach out to you directly. But hold up, before you go clicking around and starting that NAIC search, you've got to get your paperwork in order. You're going to need the deceased person's social security number, their exact legal first and last name, their date of birth, and their date of death. Honestly, just having the official death certificate sitting right there on your desk will make this whole process completely seamless. Section 5. Overcoming claim challenges. Look, bureaucratic red tape is real. A massive hurdle people often face is when the money belongs to a deceased family member and the state demands legal proof that you're the actual rightful heir. But here's some good news. If the estate isn't massive, you might not have to drag yourself through a long, super expensive formal court process. Colorado law actually allows a simplified process for small estates. It lets you bypass formal probate entirely. It's a huge shortcut that can save you a ton of legal headaches, so definitely look into small estate affidavits if this applies to your family situation. You also absolutely need to understand the state's rules for verification. They are strict, sure, but for a really good reason, they want to make sure 100% sure they are protecting your money from fraudsters. Remember, claims are processed strictly based on the date your paperwork is received, so get it in early. Also, just having the same name as the claimant, not going to cut it. You will need to provide proof of previous addresses or a social security number. Luckily, you can easily upload all this proof through their secure online portal. Or if you're old school, you can just mail physical copies directly to the Treasury down in Denver. Section 6. Take action and claim. So let's bring it all back. Could you, or maybe your family, be owed a piece of that $2.5 billion pie currently sitting in the Colorado Treasury? Given the stats we've talked about, there is a very real possibility that you, a relative, or even your business has money just waiting to be claimed. Seriously, do not wait on this. You can get started right now. Open up a new tab and go to unclaimedproperty.colorado.gov. And hey, if you prefer speaking to an actual human being, the Colorado Treasury has consumer service folks ready and eager to help you out. You can call them directly at 303-866-6070. Now, before we let you go, just a quick professional disclaimer. The info provided in this explainer is strictly educational. Because government regulations and website processes tend to change over time, always make sure to verify the details on the official state websites. Individual results are going to vary based on your unique circumstances, for sure. And if you're dealing with a really complex estate, consulting with a qualified financial or legal professional is always a smart move to get advice tailored just for you. All right, we've handed you the map, we've shown you the tools, and we've walked through the exact steps you need to navigate both the state database and the NAIC locator. All that is left is for you to actually start your search. So I'm going to leave you with one final thought. When you run that search and discover you have hundreds or maybe even thousands of dollars waiting for you, what are you going to do with your unclaimed treasure? Happy hunting.